Now, if your next question is, hey Joe, you told me if I only had a 3-hinge door instead of a 4-hinge door, that you would only put the top hinge pin back in only about halfway or the first 2 knuckles or so before you start doing the other ones. How come on yours, after you put the hinge pin in up at the top on the 4-hinge door, you go ahead and tap it down? Well, the reason why I go ahead and just tap it down is because I can't reach that from the ground. I have to use my stool. And I like this stool. It's got big wide treads and it's a 3-step and it's got this top rail so that you can hang on to that too, and you don't twist your ankles on those smaller treads. I've seen some and the treads are about like that, and I'm like, I'm gonna throw that away. And I've seen some with only 2 steps and the top rail isn't up high like this. It's just a little short squat one, so above here it just comes like that. Nothing doing. I want something nice and sturdy so I can get up there. That helps me too to get up to ceilings sometimes. You know, this is an 8-foot tall ceiling. I can reach that with my 3-step stool. Anyways, I tap that one down all the way just so I don't have to get back up there. And you know, it's been working for me. And if another one of your questions is, you know, I use a nail set to tap those out. You might say, Joe, you're going to mess up your nail sets. Well, I've got 2 nail sets. I don't know if you can see them. They're really bad. They're flat on the top. I've beat it on these with all kinds of stuff. They don't have a little edge all the way around like a nail set's supposed to be for finish nails. Like if I had to set a finish nail with this, I'd be sweating because I have to hold my mouth just right. And lots of times it wants to slip off. Once it slips off, you dig a little gouge in your door and you got two holes for your one finish nail instead of 1 because it slid off and ka-doink. And so I think I only have 2 left. Usually these come in a 3-pack. One is really super small, one's medium, and one's a little bit bigger for larger nail, you know, finish nails. Well, I just use these to beat on and stuff. And so I don't really care about that. What I really should do is get a nice nail set, and instead of carrying 2 crummy ones in my nail bag, just figure out which one is the best, and I would probably pick this one. It's still pretty small. It's almost as small as that, you know, and I could carry this around in my nail bag for when I need to beat on stuff, and then I would carry a nice finished nail set for any time I need it for a finished nail to set in there and stuff like that, okay? Or I can buy a whole new set, keep them off to the side or whatever. So anyways, just wanted to share that with you. Now in one of our storage room doors, we've got an actual metal door. It's a nice thick one too, 1.75 inches, and it's in a metal frame. This is like for commercial style work. But for some reason they decided, hey, we'll use it for this door to make it a little bit sturdier. And I kind of gave you something wrong on the front door when I was doing the front door. The front door hinge was only 4 inches, and they had ball bearing hinge pieces on here. There's ball bearings in there, and there's also ball bearings in there. And I said some hinges, bigger ones, commercial ones, 4.5, which is, this is a 4.5 inch hinge. I said between each knuckle, sometimes you'll see one of these ball bearings. Well, that, I don't think that's the case. I think most of them are like this one here. You got one at the bottom and one at the top. And see this one's got that bottom deal right there. And my nail set will fit in that hole, so I don't have to pull that off. This little piece will come off. That's just kind of a finish cap. Okay, and so am I going to do this door too? Yeah, I might as well. This one, see, this one's a 6'8" door. This one's only got 3 hinges on it. Okay, any door with hinges, put that grease on. And when I say any door that's got hinges, you know, check your outside doors too. Here's an exterior door that goes out onto a deck area. And this one's got funky type of hinges. I never really seen this style before, but one side's countersunk into the door, and you can actually adjust the hinge with some little screws in case the door sags or something. I've never really tried it on these particular doors yet, but there is a hinge pin in here that will come off. Now, because this door, well, this one swings in, I had another door that actually swung out, and I'm going to check that for non-removable hinge pins, NRP hinges, which I don't think they are for that door, but I'm going to check that on the back side before I knock the pins out. But I'm even going to do these exterior doors. It's going to make them, because they're next to the outside, these doors, this could get rustier more so than your interior doors. And I just want these to run nice. They got the glass in it. These are heavy doors. It's metal clad, or it's metal clad on the outside, and it's wood on the inside, plus double paned window. And so that is going to be pretty heavy. So, you know, take your time on it, one hinge at a time, and keep the door closed. Try to keep the door closed when you're taking that top one off. And then if you have to open the door to adjust to get your hinge pin back in, probably do that. But usually if you open the door and then you take the pin out, at that point, more times than not, your door is going to sag out further than just where your door jamb is. If this door does sag a little bit, it's probably going to hit the door jamb. It's not going to go any further than that. Okay? Or if you felt more comfortable doing the heavier doors, your front doors, your exterior doors, your heavy solid core doors, if you have interior doors that are solid core, get somebody to help you. Get someone to help you for a couple of them. See how well you can do on those on your own, and then tackle it yourself. Okay? Oh, I was contemplating whether or not I was going to do these exterior doors, but I'm going to do them. It's just the right thing to do because I've got all my stuff all set up. And when I get done with this job 100%, you know, I won't have to look back and say, man, I probably should have done the front doors. I should have done the back door going out into the garage. I should have done these exterior doors. And I got this sense of, okay, I didn't really complete the job 100%, you know. So on these exterior doors, I didn't put the tape down yet. So I better put the tape down on those too. Well, remember that before I do those. I only put the tape on all these interior doors for the time being. But you know what? Sometimes I remind myself certain things when I make these videos. So thanks, Joe. Now, another thing I like about this ladder is you can hang on to the top to kind of balance yourself. But then when you get up here, if I got to go up any higher, my knees are kind of holding me there, and that's kind of helping me balance too. Okay? So this 3-rung ladder, I really like it. And what is it called? It's called a Costco. C-O-S-C-O. Let's get you down there so you can see it. Hey, right there. Costco. Nice. Look for it at your hardware store for this. Lots of times you may not get one like this, but you can find something similar. 3 steps, wide steps. Look how wide these are. That's what you want to keep yourself nice and solid and stable on your ankles. And then a taller, a wider one even here. And this thing goes up pretty high, and it's got the rubber on there, so when I lean that against the wall in the pantry or something, I don't mark it up. I like that. Now, I got another one too. I went to the store to try to find that one at the hardware store, and they didn't have them. I was kind of bummed, and I actually found a different one. Now, see this one here, I'm not quite sure what kind this is. Oh, this is a Werner. A Werner, see? Now these stair treads are about the same width, maybe a little less, but they're still pretty wide, and I like that, and it goes up as high as the other one. And here's the other thing I like too. You can put it right up against the wall, because see, see how the feet are. On the other one, the feet go out this way. So you always have to be careful not to hit your baseboard or a door or something. These kind of go sideways, so you can put this up closer to the wall. I kind of like that part of it. Let's see on this one here. See how this one goes. See how far it sticks out? It sticks out an extra ½ an inch or more, see? I like how those other ones flip. And you know what? Oh, these are pop riveted, I think, or there's a screw on the other side. And I was thinking I could flip those around the other way. And I don't know, I could maybe undo the 2 screws. I think those are screws. No, those are pop rivets. So I'd have to take those pop rivets off. I'd have to drill them. And then I could take this whole thing and turn it sideways. You know, so that it's facing on the inside this way, let's say. And then pop rivet it back in. But it's really not designed to do that. I think I'll just leave it alone. But anyways, if I ever got another ladder, it would be like this one or like that other one. That one's got rubber, a heavy rubber on here. This is aluminum on here, and they both work great.